Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing our weekly cash unstuffing and check-in for the last week of July. We're actually August 2nd. So hey guys, welcome to the new month. I hope you guys are having great summer. And oh my God, I can't believe it's already August, guys. It's crazy how time is flying. But that is awesome. I think a lot of you guys are starting to get ready for the schools, and that's great. I don't have any kids anymore, like small kids, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's a blessing on my side. My kids are already grown, but I'm taking care of my granddaughter. Hopefully I'll buy her some stuff so that she can go to school as well, just helping out my son a little bit. Okay guys, so we are gonna get started. Again, this week I think I did pretty good. Yeah, so we did pretty good on spending, so that is not bad. Let's start with Friday, the 25th. I did pay my insurance, and that was automatically withdrawn. And then I did pay right on my credit cards, and that also was withdrawn on the 25th. I did get my nails done on Friday. I got my nails and my feet. I went to a new salon since I couldn't get a hold of the other lady that was doing my nails. She just gets busy, so I mean I totally understand. So I had to go to a salon, and that was $100, guys. So yeah, it kind of sucks because I was spending $40 for my nails. Again, this one I did my nails and I did my feet, but look, it's very basic. It was just very basic, so I was just like, wow, that's quite expensive just for basic nails, but they're still okay. And my son did not go eat with me, so I did go get Wingstop by myself, and that was $17. I was like, wow, that's expensive. So I think I'm gonna probably lower it because I usually get wings for myself, but I don't finish them anymore, so I'm gonna have to reduce that to maybe the 6. So I think that's gonna help with my expenses if I ever go to Wingstop, because I love Wingstop. But that was all my spending for Friday. On Saturday, it's when I do go to the store and get my food and everything that I need to do. So I did spend on groceries $161, so that was great. And I also spent gas. I filled up, and that was $52, so that was awesome. And the last item was personal. Oh my goodness, what did I buy that was personal for $14? I think I got deodorant for my son. Okay. And then the 27th, that was a no spend day for guys for me. On Sunday, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't spend any money, so that was awesome. On Monday, again, it was a no spend day for me, so that was good. Oops. Put that there. On Tuesday, that was a no spend day for me also, guys. And on Wednesday, it was a no spend day for me as well. That was like, what? But on Thursday, dude, I couldn't resist. I watched the trays from Saving with Grace, and they're beautiful. And she had a sale going on, and then I have a gift card and whatever. So I was all like, okay, if I don't spend any money, I'm gonna buy it. And I did. I bought the tray for $20, so hopefully I receive it here shortly in the next couple of weeks. But that's it, guys. I mean, I did pretty well. Let's see. For this month, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 no spend days, guys. 15 no spend. That is awesome, guys. That is really, really good. Here, I'm tracking my expenses. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my... When I do the check-in, I'm going to use this to cover, to make sure I check out everything. Okay, so now let's go in here and do my overview for the week. For restaurants, I spent $17 and I budgeted $100. So I have $83 remaining. For groceries, I budgeted $180 and I spent $161. So that's good. I had $19 remaining. For household, I budgeted $40 and I didn't spend anything. For gas, I budgeted 40 and I had 20 rollovers, so I had $60 and I spent 52, so I have $8 remaining. And for spending, I budgeted 20 and spent 20. So that was really good. Okay, so now I do need to account for the other items like beauty. I did have beauty and I spent $100. So that's gonna come out of my beauty envelope. Then I had personal for deodorant and that was $14. And, oh, I didn't account for it, but I also paid my membership fees for donations. So that was $10. So that's like a bill. I treat it as a bill since I have to do it all the time. Well, once a month. So that's it, guys. So I did really, really good this week. We're supposed to have about 150 in rollover. So let's now get my wallet and pay this back. Okay, guys. So I do have $100 here. This is to make change. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So we'll go ahead and put this here. Oh, I don't have ones. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get ones. Hold on. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna get this out of here. All right. So that's to make change. Perfect. Okay, so let's start with my wallet first. So I'll put this on the side. Okay, so for restaurants, I budgeted 100 and I spent 17, so I need $83 back. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and then 3. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, all my change. Oops. All my change. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Wait. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83. $83. Okay, so that's going to be $83 here. Now for groceries, it was 160. 161. So 150, 60, 150, 70, 80. So 180. So I need $19 back. Oh man, I don't have change. Okay, let me get another 10. Okay, so I switched that 10 for this 2 5s. So I'm gonna put this down and get 19, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, $19 here. Okay, now for household, we didn't spend anything. For gas, we spent 52. So we have 20, 40, and 60. So we need $8 back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So $8 back, which is awesome. And then spending, I did spend the $20. So I'll put this back here. Okay. So in total, I did spend $250 and I had $150 remaining for rollover. That is awesome. Okay, so I do want to check mark those items. For example, food and gas, and then spending. Personal and Wingstop and beauty still needs to be taken out of my other binder. Okay, so let's continue with my cash envelopes. And here, beauty. is gonna be 100. And this is prop money, so I'm gonna put it on the side. I took it as prop since I paid cash. Next, I need, let's see, not hobbies. Memberships, I need to take this out because I did pay the $10. So I'll put that back here. And then personal or necessities. Okay, so I need change again, guys. Sorry, I thought I was prepared, but I need 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. All right, so for personal, I did spend 20. I spent 14, so I'll put that 20 down and get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now we have 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $26. Is that correct? Let me just double check. I had 40 and then I take out 14. Yeah, 26. And I think that's it, guys. Yeah, guys, I did it. That's it. That's all I did for this week. Let's see how much money we're taking back to the bank. 150, 250, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 1, 2, 3, 4. $274. That's awesome. Okay, so now let me get my actual notebook again and put personal. I paid that off, beauty paid, and then Wingstop paid. So I do want to make sure I label here. For $731, I spent $274, and that's going back to the bank. I'm tracking it here so that I can see how much I'm spending. And like you see, the first 2 weeks, a lot of stuff happening. And then the last two, I'm around 281, which is awesome. And that's where I want to keep it. I do have a cart maintenance expense. I think I'm going to have to do this week. So I'm going to try to put some of my rollover in there. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so that's it for this. But since it is the end of the week, I do want to reset. And this time around, I'm putting in my budget in a spreadsheet so that you guys could see it, since it is basically what I do on a weekly basis. Okay, so I'm like, as always, I don't share everything, like my mortgage and then all my bills. You could see it in my calendar, like in my actual book here. If you go in here and you check, so like for next month already, because we're already in August, you can see all my bills. So I take this into account and I do my budget. My budgets are in Excel, but for purposes of video recording, I'm gonna do them also in paper, just so that you could see the process of how I work my paychecks. So I don't get paid every week, but I do budget weekly. So what I do is I take, okay, so I got paid on the 1st. So that money has to take care of all the bills until the 15th. So I already paid all these bills. As soon as I get my check, I pay my mortgage, my Netflix automatically comes out, my credit cards, and my Spectrum. Now, if I have anything that is auto drafted, I just leave it in the bank so it could take care of it, right? And then from there, whatever I have available, I split that money in half so that I can use it for each week, because I won't get paid till the 15th. I need to make sure that my money lasts me until the last day of the pay period, meaning before I get paid, okay? Now, so I put in here instead cash inflow, basically what I have available. And for this week, I have 658. Now that's what I have available with just my check. But I know that I saved 150 on my savings. So that means that I have a total of 808 because I have that rollover. So I plan for that rollover as soon as I know. Now, my variable expenses don't change. Every week, they're exactly the same. And that's because it helps me stay accountable for whatever I need, okay? So let me get my calculator. Okay, here it is. So right now, I have a total of $808 as the amount that I have available for all my fixed expenses, okay? So for restaurants, as always, I do give myself $100. For groceries, I moved it up to $180. For household, I'm going to give it $40 again. For gas, this week, since I still have more than half a tank, almost full tank, I'm not going to give myself any money there. And then $20 in spending. Okay, so on average, I give myself about $400, but I'm taking out the gas because I've noticed that when I leave it in there, then I use it for other categories. So I'm trying to stop that moving forward. I'm not sure if I'm going to be very lucky, but I'm going to try to do that. So here we have a total of $340. Okay. Okay. So for beauty, I did budget $15 as normal, but I'm adding the $25 from the rollover because I want to make sure that I have that money for my next appointment. So I'm sorry, not $25, $20 from my rollover. So now this one's going to be $35. Now birthday is the same thing. I had budgeted $10, but I'm going to give it $40 because the birthdays are coming up with my granddaughter and my son. Now for clothes, it's going to be $5. For hobbies, it's going to be $5 as well. And then for personal, it's going to be $20. So 35 plus 50 plus 5 plus 5 plus 20 equals $115. Okay? So that's how I do my breakdown there. Next, I do focus on some sinking funds, and most of my sinking funds are limited because I'm trying to focus on my car, Christmas, and debt. So I know I have challenges here, but all my challenges do go to debt. Or to whatever wellness, because right now I need wellness to be pretty high, about $300 a month. So that's what I do as well. Okay. So for gym, usually I budget $5. Then for wellness, I budgeted $20, but with a rollover, I'm going to budget it $40. Then after that, we have pest control, and that's going to get $15. Property taxes will get $10 this week, and my son's birthday is going to get $10. Now, those are the high priorities. And then the only other item that I put in here is my concerts. So I tried to save for concerts because I know I'm going to go to one here shortly. So for sinking funds, I have 5, 40, 15, 10, 10, and 10. So I budgeted $90. Okay. So I think I'm missing one because I did this before my rollover. So if I do, it's going to be car maintenance. And that one's going to be part of my sinking funds, car maintenance. I'm going to write it in here. So whatever's left over is going to go in there. Okay. So now after that, I have my challenges, and I always do $100 in car because that's like, I treat it as basically as a bill. And so does Christmas. So that's 120 there. So let's see how much we have. So we had 340 plus 115, 90, and then 120. That's $665. Okay. So now from there, I do want to put in the $40 for, hold on, 340 plus 115 plus 90 equals 545 plus 120 equals 665 minus 808. We still have 143. So I do want $40 into car maintenance. So that gives me 103. So into debt, that's going to be $103. Okay, guys. So if I do this correctly, so that's 100 plus 20 plus 103. So my savings challenges are going to get $223. So now let's make sure that this is a balanced budget. So, okay. So 340 plus 115 plus 90 plus 40 plus 223. That's 808. So we have a balanced budget, guys. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And this is basically what I do on a weekly basis. But now I'm going to actually take this money to the bank, and then I'll actually do my cash stuffing. So that's it, guys. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you stayed this long, please leave me a blue heart, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.